Well, hey folks. So today I got a new backpack. I just got it. I think Monday I got it. I've been trying to do a video about it, and I was trying to find how I want to do a video about it. This is actually still going to be part one because I still have yet to take this thing for a hike. I'm going to show it to you right now, full. The brand name on this thing is, I'm going to have to look, Martingtop. Now let me get my phone situated here. This is a Martingtop backpack, and it's not all the way full. This is a 50-liter backpack. But as you can see, I can fill it fuller if I want to. It will stretch out some more. I don't begin to have this down all the way full. I just wanted to kind of, in fact, nothing really in here is organized the way I want it. I just wanted to see what it would look like, kind of full. And it doesn't look bad. I like the way it looks. I like these pockets. As you can see, I'm going to fit my stainless steel water bottle down here, and I still got, this one doesn't have nothing in it. I didn't fill this pocket. But there's a pocket for gear here. Both sides are the same way. I put another water bottle down here, in this pocket right here. This one does have some gear in it, so that's what it will look like when it's full. Not bad pockets. I got a pocket up here. I got a pocket right here that needs to be zipped up apparently. I've got the main compartment, it's all zippered. They have two versions of this bag. They have all zippered, which I kind of prefer because you can just open it up and see what you have without digging through a bucket style backpack. Now mind you, a bucket style backpack, you can hang from a tree if you want to keep your bag off the ground. This one, because the way it folds out, is a little bit more difficult to hang from a tree. I mean, if it's not muddy, don't worry about it. Or just find a way to keep your bag clean. I mean, I don't care what kind of backpack, after a while the wear will tear the ground over in the backpack. It's heavy duty gear. I mean, it's heavy. This thing by itself almost weighs 5 pounds. I will not lie, it's a heavy backpack. But it's heavy duty. When I go for a backpack, I want that sucker to be heavy duty. I don't want some lightweight piece of junk that you're brushing to the brush and the next thing you know, you got a torn up backpack. I've had that one happen. Got a nice grab handle on it. All types of MOLLE if I want to attach something to here. All over the place, even the waist belt's got MOLLE. Straps right here, I can attach something with these straps right here. Just like that. And then buckle it back up, both sides are the same way. Or, we have, that's another thing I always look for in a backpack. This webbing right here. I can tie a bedroll on here. So I can tie extra stuff right here. I don't have to tie by strap extra stuff right here if I choose to. Or I can just keep it all down here. Whichever you prefer. The way this thing's designed, and we'll get this open, I'll take all my gear out and we'll look on the inside too. Right now we're going to talk about the outside. The way this thing's designed is I can fit trekking poles inside here. There's another place here where I can pin down inside this pocket. There's still enough room in this pocket. It stretches enough to put something down in here. I have an attachment here. That might be for a trekking pole. As soon as I find it, hold on. Yeah, these right here. So that's something else. I can stick that trekking pole inside there, still be holding it with that, or even with this, depending on what you're doing. And I'll show you more about this as soon as I get the gear out and leave. But I just wanted to show you what, oh, and I got a pocket here. Has a top pocket. Doesn't hold much, but it holds what I can get to right away. Like I got bug spray and baby wipes in here right now. But I can fit more in there. Now, it's not the biggest pocket in the world, but it's doable. Like I said, this part here is, let me get my zipper in the right spot here. The main compartment zipper's right here. I can get more stuff inside here. I'm trying not to add too much stuff, but I can still get more stuff in here if I want to. Nothing wrong with lightweight gear, but make sure you got the proper bag. You don't want your bag being so lightweight. You're tearing through the brush, you've gotten off the trail, so let's say you found a good fishing spot. Like, okay, I want to go fishing right there, but you're going to have to buy some brush. Have a heavy duty backpack. It don't matter the brand, just have, make sure it's heavy duty. Anyhows, I'm going to pause you and we'll get right back with you. Alright, this really didn't show and tell. I had my food bag in here in the main compartment, but I want to show you what it looks like when I'm unpacking it. This part's supposed to be the sleeping bag holder. This bottom part. The only way that's holding a sleeping bag, you got in a stuff sack. I have a very lightweight sleeping bag that if it gets wet, it's not that big of a deal. There's no downing in it, no nothing. But even that wouldn't go inside there. So instead of doing all that, and I don't have my ridge line, because right now it's acting as my, I have my shelter gear in here. I have my hammock from Pathfinder, and I have my tarp from Pathfinder, of course the straps. I don't have my ridge line in here. And I'll be quite honest with you, what I have in here, I have a bunch of it. I'm trying to make this lightweight enough that I can carry it for miles without struggling too much. I'm not getting any younger, I'm starting to notice that. But if you look inside this pocket, I have this drawstring. I can dig everything out. If I don't want to go to the top of this thing, or open it up all the way, I can come out here. Let's say I need my filter. Here we go, reach in there just like that, and there we go. I can put it back, just like that. But because it's not bucket style backpack, it's also easy to just unzip it, grab something from the side, because you can kind of see what's through the side, or you can just open it all the way up and then flip it back. That's the advantage of the clamshell. So there's no other pockets in here but that. Like I say, you can close that off right there with this drawstring, that right here. And there you go, that's how that works. The zippers are Y2K, I've not had any issues with them. Of course, this is a new bag. And like most backpacks, you just gotta get that material out of the way. It does come with two zippers down here. There we go. It also has this extra material over there to keep the rain out. So it doesn't necessarily matter where I have my zippers. I always put my zippers down to the side because it doesn't have this. Each and every one of them have this small gap in between the zippers, and you will get rain in it eventually. Like I said, this pocket over here's got nothing in it. Here's what I have inside this pocket. Like I said, this ain't the most ordinary bag, right? I just kind of threw some stuff in here. First, they give me an idea. I have my foraging pouch, some cordage that has come undone. I know there's a way to keep this done up. I've seen videos on it, but I haven't learned that particular, because it's half hitch and it don't stay done up. And I have some electronic stuff. Now, we can get inside this pocket here, the front pocket. Like I said, there's plenty of mold. You can attach stuff if you choose to. And here, and I'm going to downsize all this cordage because I swear this weighs a freaking pound or two. But I got a whole bunch of cordage. I don't think I need that much cordage. I take that much cordage with me on the road, I probably never use it. This is my tool bag, really. Now, actually, I don't need that in there. I can attach that somewhere. I'm not really against attaching stuff to the molly. And we have extra pockets here. And they're separate pockets, or not. It's just not one pocket. It's sewn here and it's sewn at the side. So it's just separate pockets. You can put your keys on here or whatever you want on this hook. I don't know how good of a job I am showing this, but there we go. So that's that pocket. That's the second biggest pocket on here. I said I was going to show you guys something. I'm going to drag this thing over here. This right here, this shock cord, that you can adjust, it's hooked to a hook. You can take that off there. I'm trying my best to show it and get my fingers out of the way. You can take that off there, I think the easiest sucker to take off, but you can't take it off if you choose to. It will come unhooked. There we go. Came unhooked. So if you need for your loop to be bigger, you can do that. Or you can just simply leave it alone. It does hook back on there. My fingers will cooperate, be nice. So far, I'm not going to design this bag. There we go. Hooked back on there. The straps are with this, or good, have good, what do you want to call these? Snaps and everything. And adjust, of course. You can adjust the straps on here. Like I said before, you have this. And I believe this is actually meant for a trekking pole. These I'm not too sure about, but I can put a trekking pole in here and also in this pocket. I had enough room with that wire ball in here to do so. Now I'm going to show you something else. We have a rain fly. Like it tells you right here, you have a rain fly. What I like about this rain fly is you can take this off. It's not attached to it. I like that. I like the fact that it doesn't attach to the back. So if I want to put something else in here at the bottom, it's big enough in there, I can put something else if I want. And then pick this somewhere else. I can, if I do that. Probably won't. Doesn't mean, I say I probably won't. I probably could. Just put it back in there. Like that. And there you go. Like I said, one of the things I really look for with any backpack, it has to have this webbing right here so I can attach the bedroll to it. Now the main compartment. This is not a bucket style backpack, and both sides are the same. Both have the same pocket, same attachments and everything. Let me find the main zipper. There we go. And see, I can go through the side like that if I want to, or we can just go ahead and zipper it. And as you can see, I had my food bag in here like this. Well, I'm going to have to lower you some more, I think, and bring it in closer. Alright. Here we go. My first aid kit. I wanted to get a pouch for my first aid kit, to be quite honest with you. That's something that can kind of hang outside the backpack instead of being in there. I've had stuff shoved in a backpack that was first aid, you know, at the top of it, and you're bleeding, you're trying to get it out without getting blood over the place. And of course, we got my rain poncho. Flip powder, I went ahead and stuck that in there. Bar filter, which you saw me grab to the bottom. My pot. I got my gloves. I got 3 pairs actually. These are my work gloves. These are my, I'm trying to keep my hands warm gloves in my sleep in case I'm sleeping somewhere cold, and these gloves aren't bad for that. If I do any dumpster diving, it might be wet, I got some rubber gloves. That's basically it. Like I said, I didn't have a whole lot in here. Now, we have a pocket here. This thing's meant for a water bladder. I don't trust the water bladder. So, I grabbed some of these, put them in there. These are those safety light sticks. You break it, you shake it, glows in the dark. I have my Esprit stove, multi-tool, along with some cutters. My multi-tool has cutters on there, but I have extra cutters. I also have, it never fails every time I do something, I'm looking for a Ziploc bag. So I got a bunch of Ziploc bags in there. I have this also, my map kit for my shoot. Now let's stick with map kit. Navigation kit. I couldn't think of the word navigation. So it has that pocket in here. You have this clip right here. Now hold on, I gotta find, there's a way to push the hose to the, which both sides are like on both sides same spot. You can stick that hose there to the, if you want to carry that water bag with you. you have a pocket here with a zipper. What that is, and I'm not going to take it all the way out because I don't see the point in doing that. This is one piece. It's a hard plastic. That is the frame for this backpack. It is an internal frame. Back in, so I didn't really want to pull it out. Hold on, I gotta work with this. Alright, if you decide to mess with the frame inside here, I kind of had to wrestle to get it back in there. I don't recommend taking the internal frame out of there. Like I never will, just for that reason. Now, we forgot a pocket. This pocket right here. And I still have plenty of room to work with. Bug spray. Baby wipes, that's what I have in here. Like I said, it's almost 5 pounds. I forgot exactly what they said. And then if you add the stuff to it, so try to keep it as lightly as possible. You can see I'm holding it up. But it feels durable. I mean, everything about it I'm liking. It even tells you about signals inside here. Flashlight, whistle, hand signals, 911 for emergency calls. Do I have any more pockets in here I might be forgetting? No, I am not. So let's pay attention to the straps now. The straps, they feel good. I mean, this is thick padding. The chest strap is adjustable. You just have to move it up and down. Don't have to play with anything, unbuckle anything or anything. Both sides are like that, and I like that. Just like strapping down. You have a way to attach things to your chest. I almost said chest strap, to your straps. Sorry to put you guys on pause. I lost my train of thought. Straps. You have this right here. You also have this small loop right here. And there's one down at the bottom too. This particular backpack, it said this is supposed to keep you from sweating because the way it's designed, it's nice and padded. But I'm here to tell you, I don't care what kind of backpack you have, your back's going to sweat, or at least mine does. Heard one guy say, you're guaranteed not to sweat your back because the way a backpack's designed. Not this one though, with your backpack. I say you give that thing and watch your sweat. Of course, I like to keep it up against my back. I don't like that feeling of this number one. I don't want to be bent over because that's the way it's. No, thank you. You can adjust it from the top. Either it'll be away from your back when you adjust it, or you can keep it up against your back, which is what I do. You can adjust it right here. Usually when I put this thing on, if I have it loaded, one of these straps will be loose and I'll put them on. That's the best way to do it in my opinion. We have the waist belt. And yeah, it's plastic, but it's a good plastic. It's thick. It also snaps in there pretty good. The belt's adjustable. And everything these have on there, if you want to look nice and neat, or these straps with this heating, you can probably just move that down like that. But you can also put it in like this if you want to. Just fold it over and put it in there. This has the same feature. They all have them. I don't know what you want to call it, but that's where you don't have a strap flap around because you have those on there. I don't believe in cutting straps. That's not my thing. So I'm going to fill this back up kind of the way I had it, and then I'll put it on. And we'll see what it looks like when it's on me full. But before I fill that up, I forgot one more thing. You can put stuff up here. Usually these things aren't designed that great. This one, it feels heavy duty. It's shock cord. You can adjust it, of course. It's like that, and you just pull this out in case you're putting bigger stuff in there. But you can also just adjust it back and tighten it back up. And it doesn't feel cheaply made. I've ran into backpacks with this, and it felt cheaply made. There's nothing, I don't feel anything cheaply made on, from the clips to the way this material feels heavy duty. So I'm liking that. I like the fact that it feels heavy duty, gives me confidence. Another thing this bag is not, my Celtic was wide. It was kind of hard to bust through the brush. The way it was designed, I can explain this a little bit better. The way that thing was designed had an extra bar, which I took off because I couldn't look up with it. Well, I still had a bar below it, my head was touching it still at times. And there was times even I would get hung up on a branch, because I'd have it setting up a certain way, trying to keep it off my shoulders. And the waist belt and everything else was working like it was supposed to. But then I get tangled up something up here. And then I try, and you're struggling by then. So it wasn't really, I like the backpack, it's heavy duty, but external frame about drove me nuts with that. Plus I like to keep things up against my back, so the frame was bothering me somewhat. Fun noodles, I believe is what they're called. I was thinking about putting fun noodles on there, and I thought, you know, I want a different backpack. I don't want to deal with the external frame, and this thing is wide, and busting through the brush wasn't that easy. So that was something to consider. This one's a little bit more narrow. So, it doesn't look narrow as much as I got everything on zips. But it's a little bit more narrow, so now we'll put some stuff and then I'll get back with you. Alright, before I put this thing on like this, I have it redone. Because nothing's organized in this thing. I just threw everything together again. But while I was doing that, I discovered another pocket right here. So you can put stuff here and you can put stuff here. Now I do imagine if you have stuff underneath this, or well, let me get my fingers out of the way first of all. If you have stuff underneath this bungee cord here, then you're not going to put nothing inside this pocket here. And it goes all the way through. So you might be able to put something in here. It's going to be something small, because you ain't putting nothing big in here. But that's kind of cool. I didn't know that. I just found out. So let's get this up here and let me put it on. Can we see me? Yeah, we can see me. All right, cool. So like I said, the first thing I always do, and I have this one here that's already loosened. I can just put it on. There we go. And I don't have it overfull to the point that I can't lift up on it. And I should have loosened that one too, because I was struggling to get into it. That ain't cool. In fact, I just did something to me there. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and adjust the strap somewhat. That's not uncomfortable right now. Here's the waist belt. And the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to grab both straps at the same time as soon as I find them. What the heck I do here? Let me find everything. Thing that holds the straps in. There we go. Put it up to where I want it. Tighten that thing. Feeling good on the shoulders. This could be tightened up a little bit more. There we go. I could probably tighten this up a little bit more. And there we go. As you can see, it's off my shoulders. I can stick my thumb right through there. This isn't all that tight, it stretches. You don't want it so tight. I can't breathe, Jill. I do have this tight to where how it fits me. I do have a way to hold these back. I'm just not in there right at the moment, and plus it don't matter. But this is what it looks like on me. Like I said, I don't have my bedroll on there necessarily. I'm looking into things. I don't necessarily want a wide bedroll on there. This feels pretty good right now. I don't have my food bag in there either. My food and my sleeping, my sleeping gear, that is basically going to be my weight, along with water. I mean, it don't feel bad right here at all. It is full. I'll probably someone sent me a pouch for this, because I got the cup to this. All kinds of dirty. And I didn't really want to put it with my gear, like that, so I can get more water bottles in here. I'd have a plastic bottle if I want. I can have the stainless steel. Yeah, the stainless steel right here, and a plastic bottle right there. I'm not against plastic bottles. In fact, I'm thinking about buying me a heavy duty one. But I gotta run and get some shirts. I'm running out of t-shirts here. This place keeps me dirty and beat up. But that, and you can see the way it looks. That ain't bad. And it's not so wide and high. I can look up at the stars if I choose to. I was my complaint about the Kelty. I was like, even then I was still hitting the bar. Or if it was up off my shoulders like that, bar was still getting to here of all the things. And down sitting in the tree branches above me. I could fit, but the backpack wasn't there. It was just so wide that I'm getting tangled up stuff. And so you're really struggling to get your camping spot or where you're trying to camp at. Because the way I camp sometimes, I don't need to make a whole bunch of noise. Tom Rader's sending me more stuff, and hopefully he's got pouches he'll be sending me too. And go check out his older videos. I'm not sure his YouTube channel is no longer up. I don't know. I know he got hacked, but I'm not sure his older videos are even there no more. But you guys that know Tom Raider, message him, talk to him. That kind of stuff. He's having no problems, and that's his business. I won't go into his health problems on here. But this is the way it looks. I'm rambling now. I'm sorry, folks. I'm just showing off. Just take it off, and you guys know the routine. And that's what I like about this. This is a more modern day strap. Over what I had in my Kelty. Kelty kind of had it full with it and full with it. I will have to loosen this up front and put it back on me. You can have the chest strap. And no, you can't remove this. So if you don't like waist belts, don't get this thing. They do have bigger versions of this, which I don't recommend because that did look big. In fact, it looked like he was hitting his head on back of it. He wasn't recommending it either. So if I can add a little bit more stuff and keep it a little bit more, and they'll make it a little bit more heavy, but the way I got it now, it's feeling good. This is feeling good. Chest strap felt good. The waist belt felt good. I'm liking this backpack. Now, part 2 of this video is going to be me going for a hike with it. There we go. And before I put this thing on, I will loosen this one. I was a little bit more difficult to get on. Usually I just do 2, but I actually struggled with that one. So we'll go ahead and do that now. As long as I'm on here, just go ahead and loosen it. If you have these straps loose, it's good. I'm here to tell you because I do keep this up against my back. I have it adjusted the way I want to up here. I didn't have to mess with that part. My back is kind of sweaty. I'm inside the shop. The air conditioner's inside the office. But see, I just loosened it up a little bit more. I'll be able to get into these and now adjust these straps accordingly to get it the way I want it. But I do like this backpack. It's a good backpack. Or at least it feels like it. Part 2 is going to be me going for a hike with it. We're going to go for a long hike, which means we're going to be sweating. And then we'll do some camping. Probably not with the same amount of gear, but we'll do some camping with it. I'm actually going to try it. Well, we might keep this backpack like this. I like being organized. This ain't organized the way I want it to be. But anyways, you guys know what to do. I'm through talking about the backpack. I'm going to start around if I don't end this. You guys know what to do. You hit that thumbs up, you subscribe. Hit that notification bell, that way you can stay notified. Do leave me a comment. I do appreciate the comments. We'll all learn off each other. The other thing we can do is share the video out. I'll see you guys on the next one. I do appreciate y'all watching. Thank you.